I'm Ellen McCauley, and I'm at Pray It Off in September 14th of 2017. And you might say, you know, Ellen, I really don't love myself. That's my big problem. I think about all the mistakes I ever made. I think about what a loser I am, not literally, but figuratively. I think about all the mistakes I've made. And you know what? We can't go back in time. There's no time travel. There's no change. We have to put it aside. If we believe that Jesus died on the cross and forgave our sins, who are we to not forgive ourselves if Jesus forgives us? So here's a 7-step prescription for good self-love. And you know, self-love is a state of appreciation for yourself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. If you have a mate or a partner who says, I love you, and then they never come home. They have a separate family on the side. They don't give you any money. But you see them again, you go, what's this business with the separate family? But I love you. And then they hit you or something, and you go, what? Their actions are not backing up. They say they love you. If we say we love ourselves, and yet we don't take care of this human vessel that God's given us, our actions aren't showing up. You know, are we doing our hair? Are we getting groomed? Are we brushing our teeth? Are we doing things that take care? Are we going to the doctors for a checkup? Are we getting a flu shot? Are we doing the things that keep this vessel going? Here's a state. Self-love is a state of appreciation, as I mentioned. And we have to become mindful of things. If we are mindlessly eating or mindlessly not doing the things we're supposed to be doing, you know, some people gained weight this week, the first week of a weight loss group, and I said to them, I'm not surprised, because just the thought of, many people think, the thought of deprivation is enough to drive you to the food. I'm going on a diet, oh my gosh, I want to eat. But this is not a diet. I tell you that, and I mean it. It is a way of life. It is, one person said, Ellen, I'm not going to eat vegetables and you can't make me, but what I'm going to do is eat less of everything else I ate. And I said, as long as you're healthy, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to force feed kale down your throat. I promise I won't. Also, act on what you need rather than what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. Now, Mick Jagger said that, and it's very powerful, powerful words, everyone. And there are some people who were from 1970s and 80s who got that. But the thing is, you sometimes get what you need, but it's not always what you want. I want to go to the fair and have a sausage, pepper, and onion sandwich and 10 beers and a hero. I want all those things, but I don't really need it. Has anyone ever said to you when you're eating a big bowl of ice cream, do you really need that? And you want to shove it in their face, perhaps? No one wants to be told when they're eating something, do you need that? Because you don't need it, but you want it sometimes. So what we try to do in self-love is that fine line between need, want, need, want, need, want. What do I need? What do I want? And here's where Jesus is going, hey, if you ask me my advice, I'm right here. I want to help you. Give me that anxiety. Give me that stress. Give me that worry. Also, good self-care. What is good self-care? Sound nutrition, exercise, proper sleep, intimacy, and healthy social interactions. I think Pray It Off is a healthy social interaction. I love this group. I love everybody in here. I love the new people. I love them. I love everybody. Because it is something I look forward to. Here's something that a lot of you don't know how to do. Set boundaries. You know, I say to people, you tell your children, I will babysit for my beloved grandchildren any day of the week, any time of the week, except for Thursday evening from 6 to 7, because that's my Pray It Off group. Boundary. Grandma's gone, Grandpa's gone, got to do it. Because this is for us. This is 1 hour for us. It's not for our husbands, although it's a little bit for my husband since he's here. But it's not for It's not for our children, our grandchildren. It's not for my sister, not for my mom. This is an hour for us. Try to remember that and set boundaries. And protect yourself from your frenemies. You know, I had a whole group of friends. I tell the story again. And I had to kind of slowly move away and get new friends because they were more like frenemies. If you have people who you feel bad after you're with them, is that smart? You want to be with people who you feel bad? Or do you want to be with people that you love and they love? Here's my rule of thumb. I want to be with people that when they leave my house, I know they're not in the car going, "Did you see how dusty her dining room was? And she served cold cuts? Doesn't she have a cook? Can she cook? And oh, didn't she look like she put on a few pounds? I know she runs that weight loss group, but she looked kind of chunky to me." I don't want people like that in my life. I want people who get in the car and go, "I love Ellen. I love being at her house. I love Bob. Oh, I love them." I want the love, and I want to give it, but I want to get some too. You know what I mean? And that's what self-love is. Here's big for me, big, big, big. Forgive yourself. Oh my gosh, are we still going to beat ourselves up for that time we got so drunk in college? Are we really going to do that? You have to accept your humanness, the fact that you're not perfect before you can truly love yourself. And some people like to remind you, like my mother said, "Remember the time that you ate all the roses off my birthday cake?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mom." And guess when she said it? Last week she said it. And I said, "Yeah, Mom, I was 10 and you've only brought that up maybe 75 times. But I'd like to think I'm a better version of Ellen McCauley at 63 than I was at 10. And I'm really sorry I ate those roses off your cake. But they were really good." There are people that are going to remind you of every mistake you ever made in your life. If it's your mother, you might have to deal. But if there are other people, you might have to say, "Thank you so much for remembering that and calling it to my attention. I am so happy that we feel so close that you could share that with me. You are really so kind and wonderful. Here, come here, give me a hug. Give me a hug." Kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness. Also, live intentionally. Live with purpose. Live with design. Don't just get up, get dressed, go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to bed. Live with purpose. Also, I got a beautiful article here on self-esteem, insecurity, and obesity. So often there's negative comments about you, big bone, chunky, especially if you've fought weight your whole life. Or, you know, people always said, "Oh, you're big bone, you're big bone, you're big bone." I really don't have that big of bones. I have a lot of fat on those bones. I mean, now that my bones are starting to show, I go, "Where's my broad shoulders? Where's the big bones I always thought I had?" Also, be careful about feedback. You know, if I do the meeting and there's 100 people here and 99 says, "That's a really good meeting, Ellen," and one person says, "I'm quitting this group, it stinks, I hate you, and I hate this group," I would go home and I'd throw myself on my bed and go, "Oh, Bob, I'm a failure. One person, they hate it." And Bob would be there. "But the other 99 loved it, Ellen. I don't care." This is what we have to do. We have to say there's always going to be 1, 2 that aren't going to think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. You'll walk away. You'll walk away. And you say some mantras. I have a right to feel good about myself. Let's all say that. I have a right to feel good about myself. And some people are out there going, "I feel kind of silly saying that. That's kind of silly." But think about that this week. I have a right. I'm going to stop right there, Bob. And I'm going to whip through